So here is how to have a difficult conversation step by step. Step number one is you need to shut up and let the other person get everything out. And I mean everything. I want all stones unturned. So you ask them, okay, I'm going to let you go ahead and start. I'm just going to shut up and I'm going to listen to you. Take notes. No matter how painful it might be. Got it. Okay. Okay. A lot of like reaffirming them as they are expressing themselves. Because if you're just dead silent, sometimes they don't get those slight reaffirmations that permisses them or makes them feel that they can permissibly communicate with pure honesty. Boom, write that down. And then what you even want to ask is, anything else? Give me all the smoke. You want all the smoke. Write it down. Okay. Was there anything else? Ask that like 3 times. Because each time they're probably going to have another 2 or 3 points from like 2015 or from last year or from a couple months ago. They're going to start have it all written out. Not because it is necessarily relevant, but simply because they need to feel like they have everything off their chest. That's step one. After that's done, you thank them for being honest with you. Hey man, well, first of all, thank you so much for being so honest. I wasn't aware that you experienced so many of these things I was unaware of. And I really appreciate you expressing everything because I know that might have been uncomfortable. So you first of all thank them. So you reward that behavior, that level of honesty. And then you say, let me know if I got this right. And then you repeat back one by one each thing. But here's the right way to do it. A lot of people will just repeat things line per line, and that's great. But here's how you do it a step further. There's something called modalities. So modalities are means in which we express ourselves. So if the person, when they were giving you the list of things, they said, I feel a lot, then the modality to use is feel. If they say, I heard, or it sounds like you didn't like me, it sounds like this person was saying this, I heard, then they're more auditory. Hear. If the person is like, I've talked about feel, I've talked about heard, something's verbal. I said this and no one heard that and I say that. So what you want to do is there's about 3 to 5 modalities. I made videos about modalities in the sales Skool group. So look at the Mega Community Builder Skool group and I talk about different modalities, but there's like different ones that are connected to our human senses. And what you want to do is you want to repeat back in the modality that they used everything they've said. So you said you felt like you weren't heard. Let's just say their one was feel. You felt like you weren't respected. You felt like this person, like you felt that. If it's seen, if it's sound, it sounds like you didn't like this. It sounds like you saw that. It sounds like, the other one was visual, by the way. I just remember the visual modality. But anyway, because then you can say, I see where you're coming from. I see how that could have hurt you, right? So you want to repeat back their whole list as much as you can using their modalities, because that's the way they process the world. In terms of communication, that's the way they process the world. So when you repeat back things to people in their modalities, it makes them feel like you really understand them. And then at the end, you ask them, is that correct? Is there anything that I've missed? If they say no, awesome. If there's 1 or 2 other things, awesome. Write that down. Okay, got it. Thank you again for expressing everything to me. Then you say this, thank you again for expressing everything to me. I've got this list here, so I'm aware of where things could have gone wrong, and you've listed it in their modality. And then you ask them, this is step 3. You say, okay, do I have your permission to express what I found? Yeah, just 1 second. Guys, if you're liking this video, just hit like and subscribe, because we really appreciate your support. And if you think someone else can benefit from this, then please share it with a friend as well. Okay, so like, comment, subscribe, and back to the video. Went wrong. And then you get their permission. They say yes. After you get your permission, see how this is a lot more intentional than people think. But this is how you keep long-term clients, long-term staff, long-term business alliances. How you put out fires. I'm young, right? I've only had my agency for 6 years, but we didn't really start making decent revenue till like 2023. But I've had people that have worked with me for years, since 2023, a couple of years. I've had clients that have even stuck with us for also a couple of years. And it's not because I think I'm pretty good at marketing, right? I'm not gonna lie, but not because I'm the best in the world yet. It's simply because when fires have come up, and they do come up, it's business, it's live, I am not quick to be super reactive. I'm like, let's have a conversation. I'm willing to hear every last negative thing, repeat the modality. Do I have your permission to provide a solution? Do I have your permission to give my side of the story? After they say yes, I give it to them. And then again, step 3 is I actually try my best to remember their modality and communicate my point of view in the modality that they receive the world best through. So if their one was field, I felt that you weren't really responding to our staff, which really made it very difficult to deliver the results that we wanted. I also felt that sometimes when we were on Zoom calls, you weren't paying attention, so we weren't able to set up the tracking pixels correctly, which made it harder to get you conversions within the first 90-day period, which is part of our guarantee. See what I'm saying? Like, it's so much easier for them to understand my point of view when I'm speaking in their modality, and I've gotten their permission to be able to communicate to them. So if you guys do these things and then at the end you propose the solution, step 4, and that solution is in writing so both parties can either sign on it or approve it, and then it can be referred to when there's potentially future disagreements or complications, you have now put out so many fires, you've removed resentment because both parties feel heard, and you now feel like you both better understand each other because you spoke in a common denominator modality. So these things, guys, are such an effective way to solve many, many problems, not just in business, but even in life. When I've been on dates in the past, one thing that for good and for bad, I've been able to pick up really quickly on is like what modality most of, I'm a straight male, most of the women, what modality a lot of that person I might be speaking to might see the world through. So they might be, I felt like this, I sounded like this, I was aware like this, I see this, I see things. So you're more of the visual modality. So one thing I can see in the future is me, see how I just completely adjusted one thing I want to build, whoa, very aggressive. One thing I see for myself is this, and that. And if I'm able to do that, then I start to describe what I can see, because their modality is visual. Or if they feel, I can really feel myself in the sun, baking, warming, and just enjoying something that makes my stomach feel full. See how you can now adjust language? Some of this is NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, which is basically where you're using values, interpretations of things, and words to be able to convey a message together. NLP is very powerful in influencing people. But again, if you want to learn more about these communication things, then there's a free Skool group in the description where you can click. It's free and you can learn more. There's like 20, 30 videos in sales and communication in there. But guys, if you can do these 3 things, you will put out a lot of fires and communicate and resolve a lot of problems in life and in your business. If you guys got value from this video, like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm. We really appreciate it as well. And as always, guys, think mega. Till next time. Hey, guys, listen, it's Dami. Thank you for watching this video. If you got value out of this, then like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to share this with a friend if you think that they can also get value out of this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.